As per section 43 of Companies Act, we can classify the shares into three categories. One is equity shares with voting rights. Okay, one is equity share with voting rights. The other one is equity share with differential rights. Okay, so this is again equity share, but the rights are differential. So when I say differential, it is with respect to the dividends. So this particular group of shareholder may be entitled to higher dividends, or they may be coming under a category where they cannot vote, that is they have rights or differential rights with a reference to votings or something otherwise which is as prescribed in the rules. Okay, so this is the second category, and the third category is preferentials, of course, that we have discussed. Okay, so now understand, this section 43 provides that equity shares can be issued with differential voting rights. So now there is a question, why equity share have to be issued with differential voting rights? Say something like where the shareholder is not going to have any right, or he is not going to have the voting power. So why that is happening? Okay, that's basically to achieve two objectives. One, the companies want to raise more funds. When they raise more funds, they want to ensure that the control is not getting diluted. That is dilution in control. That's what they try to ensure, that whenever they raise shares, new equity shareholders will be coming in, and when they come in, they become other owners and they start influencing the decision making, and all those they exercise through voting power. So if some particular shareholders are ready to come into the company by bringing in more funds, and in turn they may be entitled to a higher dividend than the normal shareholders, and for that what they agree is they do not take part in voting. Okay, so this equity shares with differential rights would enable the group of shareholders to entitle more dividend by saying no to the voting power. Okay, so the company will be able to raise more funds without dilution in control. So this is about non-voting shares, and there is a question whether non-voting shares, I mean if a company want to issue non-voting shares, whether any conditions are involved. We have to check whether any conditions are involved. So let's see one by one whether any conditions are involved. Yes, there are some conditions. Condition number one is articles of the association should authorize such kind of issue, I mean issuing the equity shares without voting power. And number two, that issue have to be approved by the shareholders, okay, in AGM, in annual general meeting, and there should be a special resolution permitting, or there should be a special resolution approving the issue of equity shares with differential voting rights. And when they approve that, they have to ensure that they are specifying the price at which those shares can be issued, and what is the dividend or higher dividend which they are going to be entitled to. Okay, so this should come in the special resolution. Then these people will have all rights. I mean whoever subscribe to the equity shares with the differential rights, they are entitled to all rights of regular equity shareholder, but only thing is they don't participate in voting. That is, they don't have voting power, or they don't have voting right, but they have all other right like dividend, bonus issue, everything. Okay, and there is also one more condition, that when a company issues equity shares with a differential rights, it can be only up to 25% of the paid up capital. Okay, that is only 25% of the paid up capital can be issued as equity shares without voting rights. And who can issue? Whether every company can issue equity shares with the differential rights? Answer is no. Only public limited companies. Only the public limited companies can issue the equity shares with the differential voting rights. Now, when equity shares are issued with the differential voting rights, that is a no voting right, at a later date, okay, at a later date, this no voting right share cannot be converted into shares with voting right. That is, that kind of conversion is not possible. So understand, there are basically three or five conditions. One, with respect to authorization and approval. Number two, what are the rights? Number three, what is the quantum? Number four, who can issue? Number five, about the conversion. So this is about equity shares with the differential voting rights, or put it rightly, this is about non-voting shares.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.